That's me, becoming the new head coach of Missouri basketball.
Let's go!
But it hasn't always been like that. See, have you ever been watching a game and thought,
I could go a better game than this?
well, yeah, that used to be me. But today, that's definitely gonna change. Because the University of Missouri's head basketball coach decided to call me out and put me to the test to see how hard it really is to be a college coach.
Coach All Hail, come on up here, Coach.
How we doing, guys?
Coach got some words for you guys. This is his segment.
It's great to be here.
Now, before duties actually get turned over to me as head coach today, first we need to learn all we can about how this team operates. And luckily, Missouri basketball head coach Dennis Gates was down to let us follow him for the next 24 hours.
Let's go meet the head coach. What's going on, Coach? How we doing?
Good, man. How you doing? Pleasure to meet
Nothing
you.
better. I'm happy to be here in this beautiful facility. You want to take a second, introduce yourself to the camera?
Absolutely. My name is Dennis Gates, Whitten family head men's basketball coach here at the University of Missouri.
Now, Coach Gates here may be one of the best people to learn from in this business. See, prior to his time at Missouri, Gates was the Horizon League Coach of the Year in back-to-back seasons at Cleveland State. And since taking the reins here in Columbia, he has transformed their program from the bottom of the SEC to a title contender year after year. And with signature wins last year against #1 Kansas, #5 Florida, and #4 ranked Alabama, Coach Gates is one of the brightest stars in college basketball. But transforming me into a coach, that may be his toughest challenge yet.
So where are we at right now? This seems like a beautiful spot. You got the brick pillars on the wall, the banners hanging. Where are we at?
Absolutely. We're on Norm Stewart's court here in the legendary Missouri Arena. Our historic banners, we have unbelievable Hall of Fame players, All-Americans, but also this is home of a great crowd. Unbelievable support system, unbelievable city, great state of Missouri, but the city of Columbia, we have unbelievable and great student section up there where the big M is. I would say the least, very electric on a game day.
This place echoes. With the metal roof that comes across the ceiling right here, what's a game day atmosphere like? I'm assuming it's rocking.
Yeah, it's definitely rocking. Obviously, our players, they do a great job executing the game plan, but it starts with the tradition that never graduates, and that's our student section and our alumni.
You come in, and within the past 4 years now, you guys have steadily become one of the fastest rising teams in the conference. What, since you've come to campus, has changed? You've kind of installed from a culture perspective to get this place going in the right direction.
I think just galvanizing the entire historic part. Norm Stewart has come back, and when you can link from coaches, regardless of how they started and how they ended, and I just stand on their shoulders, and ultimately at the end of the day, they all were and have been successful.
We're excited to see what you guys have to offer here. Listen, I've made a basketball team myself in the day, so I might be taking some notes how to be a little bit of a better head coach, and maybe tomorrow practice might, get me out there, make some calls.
Check this out. I'm very excited to show you what we have, but also see what type of coaching expertise you have. I think you're a very good X's and O's guy.
Oh boy. All right, let's go to the next spot. So as you can tell, guys, when we're walking through, gym is right there. That's the home floor. Does that create some sort of home court advantage for you guys in a sense?
It gives us an opportunity. We try to practice here on our main court, game court, every single opportunity we get. But more importantly, we don't have to stretch across campus or go somewhere else in the building. We allow our guys to be able to either go there for extra shots or even in our practice facility. When they want to just get away from campus or even get away from their apartments or dorms, they're able to just come here late at night.
That's awesome, because as you literally see us walking, we are now at the home practice gym.
We got the women's basketball coach here, Coach Kelly Harper.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Cullen Honahan.
This is Cullen.
Nice to meet you.
We're doing a little facility tour of the beautiful Mizzou campus here.
The best space to be right here.
We're in the practice gym now. It's a beautiful gym. The columns on the floor are my favorite part. Can you tell us what the meaning of that is?
Way back in the day, there was a fire. Everything burned down. But the last things that were standing was these 6 columns. And basically that has become the epicenter of our campus now. But also it just speaks about the resilience, but also the people, the community that have called this place home. You'll also see the 6 pillars in the center of Mizzou's campus. And it's a beautiful sight, beautiful thought.
That's awesome. So it's always reminding these guys while they're in here of what this program stands for, especially in the city. You can kind of see the women's program have a ton of success as well. We just saw the women's coach in here. Is there a good relationship between the two and you guys are kind of pushing together?
Well, not only women's basketball, it's important that all the coaches have unity. So Kelly Harper has done a great job. Our athletic director is Laird Beach. Our president is Moon Choi. We're locked in from top to bottom. It's beautiful to see because we're the only Power 5 school in the state of Missouri.
Yes, sir. All right, well, let's go see where these guys are putting in the work off the court. Should we hit the weight room next?
Absolutely. Weight room it is.
Vamos, let's do it. Between the gym and the weight room, notice these sayings on the wall. So you want to talk through what this means right here?
Well, the overall goal in our program, we want to be able to cut down nets, hold up trophies, and raise banners. Right here is our 2025 NCAA banner, but on there is very unique. It has every kid who has been a part of that team on this banner. And on the back of that banner, each kid name is on there that's risen up to the top.
That's super cool.
It's not possible without the players that play for you. Who's next?
I gotta write that down.
Who's next?
I got a bad habit, bankroll, I gotta have it. I ain't stopping till I put my mind.
Wow, that's sweet in here. This is just men's and women's hoops that come in here, right?
Absolutely. This is a very unique place, to say the least. This is where the games are won, and sometimes people lose sight of the strength, the ability, but also the durability that's necessary at this level.
I really love the way the basketball is hanging. I haven't seen this in any weight room yet. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it's just simple grip things that you can do, but accessing rebounding opportunities minimize the difference or the gap from a weight room to a specific sport. And if you can have the same movement, same response time, same fluidity, it helps and it carries everything over into games.
100%, man. Well, should we go check out the locker room? I'm looking at it across the way here.
Absolutely. We can check out the locker room next. I literally never have the code for the locker room. It is my golden rule. That is the player's space. I literally have to knock to get in. I do not ever want to know the locker room code for my players because I truly believe that's their territory. You know, if they want me in, they allow me in. But on game days, I'm in there now.
That's one of the coolest things that I've heard from a coach in a long time. Oh, we got an alumni board right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
To be on this alumni board, you just gotta have ability to get back and sign it yourself. We want guys to be able to come back to their alma mater that they have poured some of their blood, sweat, and tears into building and just put their name on the board.
Well, obviously, in here, it's beautiful. This is something that's special that you guys brought in here. I haven't seen like a conference room table in a locker room like this. Is this so that the guys can kind of get together, study, work on things, play book, or even outside of basketball here?
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it just gives you a business executive feel to a space. And our players, they'll sit here and either round table discuss with their managing coach or with each other, and it helps our team build.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then when they come in here, this is an industrial-sized fridge, to say the least. They got this food and stuff ready for them when they come in here.
John Conity, his nickname is Juice. He's in charge of all this. So these are the snacks, the energy, the drinks, and you'll get a glimpse of that tomorrow. Make sure you're not late for our staff meeting, by the way. I'm expecting you to have an input in our staff meeting, okay? Yes, great to have these guys feel like home here, and I'm just thankful they allow me to coach.
It looks like this room is a Maybach with the starry roof over here.
Oh yeah.
Before you get to the locker room, I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, it's the rest and relaxation, meditation, but also recovery. Guys in between classes or in between sessions of double days, triple days, they may want to rest here, and we allow that to happen. We have 3 pods with 2 massage chairs.
This is the player lounge locker room area in here.
Yes, it is. It's, you know, it's nice and neat. Our guys are prepared. I want to give a shout out to our equipment manager. RJ does a great job of keeping everything sanitized.
I will say I've been in a lot of locker rooms in the past 6 months, and this one does smell the best by a good long mile. So
absolutely. Notice nationally though, we have guys from all over the place. We got Houston, Texas, Columbia, Missouri, Jeff City, Missouri, Edmond, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Kansas, Perth, Australia, Tallahassee, Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, Hilliard, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, and Dayton, Ohio. Represented.
Well-rounded. When you get a guy from a foreign country like that, how do you kind of get those guys to feel comfortable, especially in a locker room and in a new city that Australia and Missouri aren't exactly the same place? So how does that kind of work?
It's a welcoming community. They do a great job of extending themselves, being available. They don't just shelter in one place. They become a part of the student body and they love the experience. Basketball brings a lot of people together in one place. It's beautiful to see what sports does to communities, countries throughout the nation. So it's beautiful.
This office is right upstairs. They're probably gonna turn this one into mine, probably. You know, once I get the job here. But as we walk through, where are we at right now?
So right now we're in the first floor of our basketball offices, and ultimately we have a little lounge, play some foosball or shoot some pool. We'll have a watch party or something like that. Video games where guys are sitting here playing.
And right here we got the beautiful uniforms.
Well, this is our historic jersey from our tradition with the Block M. Now you'll have to get the real story of who owns the Block M. Is it Missouri or is it Michigan? Who knows? But These jerseys are, from a historical standpoint, our fans love them, and this is what connects them with our regime of decades since Norm Stewart, who was a former player, former coach here, but also those that have come before me. This jersey is one of the hallmark jerseys.
These are one of my favorite in the SEC. You guys let us know in the comments, where do they rank in the SEC? Got them in my top. They're up there. I might be biased because the head coach right here, but
This is our NBA wall. This is just the first round draft picks. So I want to explain this to you. On the second floor, it's my office and the two most important people I believe in our program. That's our director of basketball operations, Griff McComb, team travel, all the logistics, everything about my schedule, but also about our basketball schedule. The other is our director of athletic performance, John Connolly. He's one of the most important people, I believe, in the development of young people. His office is right near mine because I want to know the results. I want to know the development. I want to know the things that our student athletes are going through that can get them better, and performance is the most important.
a lot of people don't understand that are watching like how unique that is. Strength coaches are very involved in programs. They're with the athlete more than any person on the staff at some point. Even where I was playing college football, I don't know if I've ever seen an office be literally right next door to the head coach. I think that just speaks how important it truly is to be able to build these guys up from the ground up, being able to be in their everyday life.
It's intentional, man.
I think the coolest part of the office that I've seen is right before you get to your room, you've got all the people that are important and have been impactful to this journey.
Absolutely. This wall is very important to me from a basketball standpoint. Obviously, I got my family up there. You know, I was inspired and got into coaching through George Raveling. George Raveling is one of my mentors. Being able to work Michael Jordan's camps was my first job, and it started my career. I just told George Raveling, hey, coach, I want to be just like you, and he connected me with Leonard Hamilton. And the GOAT is Michael Jordan, let me say that. The second GOAT is Kobe.
Now, one of the most important duties of a head coach is not only to understand your team, but also the student body around it. So next up, we decided to check out the rest of campus to see what it has to offer.
Missouri-themed golf carts. Listen, I know we've been on a lot of these tours. Nobody ever lets us get on the golf cart, but we're coached it. We're on the carts, baby. Let's go see the rest of campus.
See, sitting next to their basketball arena is their massive football stadium that is currently undergoing a $250 million renovation to make this one of the best viewing atmospheres in the SEC. This entire place, the whole school, is packed on game days, and in SEC country, football is ride or die, and luckily, Missouri has seen a ton of shared success over the past few seasons. Now, next to that is their baseball complex, along with a standalone top-of-the-line softball stadium. Moving across the street though, that is where the campus comes to life. Columbia is a college town, but with like a small town flair. Everywhere you go, kind of feels like you're just at home. The campus itself is beautiful, but my favorite feature by far that we saw has to be their student rec center.
Our golf cart ride has taken us to Student Rec Center here. From what I've been told, when this place was built, it was ranked as the #1 rec center in the entire country, and still year after year ranks inside the top 10. From the outside, it kind of looks like a fortress. So let's go check out what really is going on in here. This is what makes this place special, dude. This is a massive building. There's a giant student weight room here, but I'll show you pictures because there's people working out. I'm not gonna film
Outside of the massive swimming pool, this is one of the largest rec centers in the nation. The whole vibe is like a rainforest cafe meets an Equinox, if that makes sense. There are recreational pools.
There's a rec center with a whirlpool, a sauna.
There are multiple gigantic weight rooms. There's a full indoor track. There's like actually 25 different basketball courts throughout this place.
A lot of basketball courts up here. Oh my God.
And you could go take spin classes, you could play racquetball, you could do yoga, get a haircut, box, play video games, or even go rock climbing.
I get why this is up there. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Really, there's just like endless activities.
Outside of the rec center right here, volleyball courts. Also for students who just aren't athletes, they have 3 full turf fields out behind here. Even if you're not an athlete, there's a athletic culture being built out here in Missouri.
Now, as we headed back, like every good coach, we have to learn the history of the school. And as Coach Gates said inside, this spot is by far the most important on campus.
Standing at the pillars, as Coach said, the school burned down in 1892. There's a massive fire, took out almost everything. But what remained were the 6 pillars. You got your respect, responsibility, discovery, excellence, everything that Coach was telling us when we're back on the court. This is what he was talking about. Shout out our guy with the facts.
Now that we learned as much as we could about this place and becoming a head coach, our time to take over this program was finally here. We woke up the next morning and immediately were brought into a staff meeting at 7 a.m. to go over the practice plan for the day, and let's just say I was a bit out of my element.
Right now he is Coach All Hail, so we welcome you to the program, and obviously we welcome you to our staff for the day, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule, hanging out with us, and even being curious about what goes on at Mizzou.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be here. We got a great tour yesterday. I feel like we know the place. It's home now, so excited to be here for the remainder of our time.
Awesome. If you have any suggestions on the X's and O's, please feel free.
I'll speak up when I see something going wrong. Don't worry.
Before the guys get on the court, you will be the last voice.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. See what you made of. Practice better be great today.
Now, as you can tell, my first duty as head coach here is to give a speech in front of the team, and I've got about 5 minutes to figure out what I'm gonna say, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of freaking out here. But I think my best bet is to head down to the weight room, because if you're an athlete, you know these strength coaches in every program are the ones who can give the best speech, so I need some advice.
Workout just commenced. It was bumping. Leader of it all, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sean Conity, Director of Athletic Performance, Mizzou Men's Basketball.
So when you're in here right now, we're in the summer. This is off-season program. What exactly do you have these guys doing that's different now than would be, in the season?
We're laying the foundation right now. So guys come in at the end of the season, long season, trying to rebuild their bodies. So our spring workout that lays the foundation for the summer, all about tendon health, regaining our movement library, our movement capacity, and range of motion, aerobic capacity, things along those lines. That sets the stage for the summer for what you just saw. What we're doing now sets the stage for our preseason. What you saw today was a total body strength day. Yesterday was all speed, power, explosiveness. Today was all strength-based training.
Looked like you guys had a lot of eccentric movements going on.
We're trying to maximize each rep with our guys. So there's more than one way to overload a muscle, right? It's not just about adding weight on the bar. It's changing the tempo, changing the range of motion, things along those lines.
One thing that I noticed that's unique here in Missouri is your office is right next to the head coach.
That's right.
Can you talk about the importance of that? Because I feel like that's unique and something special about this program.
Coach Gates is the one that hired me. He'll tell you I'm a basketball coach. I'm on staff with them. I'm just not in charge of recruiting or offense or defense. I'm in charge of everything physical development and athletic performance related. So my office is right upstairs next to Coach Gates. He's the first person when he comes in the building, he'll see me up there in the office. And I'm with the guys, honestly, more than majority of the staff. So he asked me about just getting a temperature on the guys, getting a feel for them, things along those lines. So I think it's extremely important. And then you'll see practice today. I mean, not just what I'm controlling in the weight room, but when we're in season in particular, all of a sudden you're getting hit with a high stress day back to a high stress day. You're not recovering, right? So we want to match the stress of the weight room with the stress on the court. So the high intensity work that you saw in the weight room today, you're going to see that on the court as well. It's going to be a high intensity day.
Final question. I feel like strength coaches are the best at this out of anybody. Coach Gates said I have to address the team. Maybe give a little pump-up speech. What's the strategy? What do I got to say?
You got to be authentic, I'll tell you that. Our guys can sniff out inauthenticity. So whatever you got, just be yourself. Get outside your personality a little bit. Level 5 as hard as you can. Come in the circle, let's go. Just, yeah, exactly. Get them jumps, maybe some chest bump and some pushing around, you know what I mean? Anything like that, it'll get them going.
All right. You just got to get the energy going.
That's it, yeah, for sure.
All right, man,
yeah.
We'll see you out on the court today.
Absolutely.
As practice began, the team was called to come sit around while coach addressed them. Every single player on the roster and every single member of the staff was watching on and listening. And I was in the corner trying to think of what I was gonna say still. But then I heard my name called and it was time.
Coach All Hail, come on up here, Coach.
How we doing, guys?
Coach got some words for you guys. This is his segment.
I appreciate Coach Gates for letting us come by. You guys who don't know what we do, we make YouTube videos, right? We go from school to school, telling their stories. We've been from random high schools in the middle of Alaska to NBA programs. I can't tell you guys any X's and O's stuff. These guys, they know way more than I do, right? But the one thing I can leave you guys with to take away from all the things we've seen so far is when each great program that you walk into, you can tell their story, right? We were at the University of Florida the other day, right? SEC champs, national champions. You walk into that gym, their practice court, you see the hardwood, the trophies. You know their story. You know what it is. We walk in, you can tell right away, all right, this is a winning place. So when I come to a school like this, right, this is the start of that story for you guys. You guys get the choice to write that story. It's not gonna be written for you. It's all in your guys' hands, and it starts right here for what you guys do today. I would love to come back at the end of the season, March Madness, you guys are dancing, to come back and finish this story with what you guys created from right now. Super excited to watch what you guys create this year, and I'm glad to take a small part in that. So excited to see what you guys got today.
Hey, let's have a great day. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
3, 1, 2, 3, word.
Now let me know in the comments what you thought of that speech, but with it completed, I was feeling great. The guys are clapping, practice was going, but as they hit the court, it was a whole different story. See, I got to watch how Coach Gates actually interacts with players, how he builds intensity on the floor and gets things going, and I was starting to question if I had what it takes to be out here because this was intense.
Quick to yourself, stop. Hell no. Throw the quick, slap the ball, be ready to play.
Speech down. I think my head coach gig really paying off. These guys are motivated. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about the speech. That was completely off dome. I think I did good. I thought it was gonna be like I get in the huddle and do like some rah-rah, but I think for what it was, we did a good job. I'm proud of that. Got a head coaching job under the belt, literally in contract. Let's cut to Coach Gates saying something cool, I guess.
Aaron Rowe, come here. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at nobody. But go right there. You was in practice yesterday, right? Yes, sir. Okay. What's the better two-side? I ain't against nobody. I love everybody. But what's our best two-side?
The left side.
Why?
Because he got a guard too.
He got a guard too, but who's over here? Where can we make a three? Our shooters are where? Come on, man. You got to make a good decision now. It's not a turnover. It's still not the best decision. Okay? Let's go. Sweet. Hey! Block that. Block that. Good. Good. Touch. You shooting that, Butter. Come on, man. Next drill. Turn to earn. No fouls. No fouls. Good defense. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. Foul. Foul. Do what you got to do. Go ahead. Play. 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 If that's what you want, go ahead. Sean, that's what I wanted. Good job. Hey, great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Because you feel like you playing like, because of what's not happening, I see other things that's happening that's making our team go. You see what I'm saying? So stop trying to coach yourself. Allow me to coach you. Yeah, but even while you're cutting, you gotta go. Okay.
I really enjoy watching how Coach Yates interacts with the players. He's very stern. He is very yes or no, get in there, respond to the coach, yes sir, running this program. And you can see those one-on-one moments. When he gets personal with the players, you can tell like these guys just really relate to what he's saying. And I think that's a big reason why you've seen, he took this team at 12 wins when he got the job. And now they're one of the best in the SEC year after year, coming off one of their best seasons in history, biggest upset on this court. You can see it all comes down to this player relationship. So I'm interested. We're gonna go talk to some more coaches to see how that works and what I can take away as the best head coach in the nation.
Watching this practice, I've learned so much, but that's when I was called back into the middle of the circle, and things went a bit different than the first speech.
I think, guys' intensity was great, effort was there, but now in all honesty, like, you guys practice really hard. We've seen a lot of stuff. The way you guys work together as a team and everybody is there, so I'm super excited to continue guys, watching your journey and seeing how this season goes on, so I appreciate you guys letting us tag along today.
Call it up, coach.
What do you guys break down on?
You gotta get everybody hyped in the middle. Like,
oh, yeah. No, I got you.
No.
He's right here.
No, you gotta yell, let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go! And the Raptors, they all gotta hear me? Let's go! On me. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for letting us tag along. This was incredible. How do you rate my speech that I gave?
First speech that we heard, I guess as your first one, it was good. I think it could get better over time. If you want to give good speeches, go talk to Coach Nutt.
Hands up, could get way better at the Let's Goes.
With practice finally wrapped up, my final duty here, as all good head coaches do, is to go check in on my staff. Now, Coach Gates, he handpicked some of the best coaches from around the country to come work alongside with him, but now they work for me. So these guys may be able to give me some final insight into what I need to do to become an elite head coach.
All right, so practice just wrapped up. I'm trying to figure out the operations sides. If I'm gonna be a head coach, I gotta understand every single aspect of the game. I've been told that you're the brains behind the operation when it comes to everything that you see going on within Missouri basketball. So you want to do a little introduction of who you are and what your role here is?
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that, the brains of the operation, but my name is Matt Klein. I'm an assistant coach here. I'm offensive coordinator, and I have a heavy hand in our player development.
So as like a player development, I feel like that term kind of gets thrown around and overlooked a little bit in the college world.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean within your guys' program?
Yeah, great question. When the guys first get here in June, we meet with them one-on-one and talk about how we're going to develop them on the court, off the court, and we have an individual and holistic plan for each guy.
One thing I kept hearing Coach Gates talk about here as a staff meeting was the constraints. Can you talk about what that means for the team, especially like coming from your role?
Yeah, all that means, so there's 3 types of constraints: environment, task, and individual. So environment is you walk into the court in Mizzou Arena. How's the court? Is it nice and clean? Is it wiped properly, or is it dusty? Are the lights on? Are they flickering, and are they off? Is it cold in here? Is it hot in here? So all those things come into play to maximize your performance. Task constraint is kind of what you saw today, where we talk in the practice plan, where we're going to play a 5-on-5 game, but you have to have 3 seconds to get the ball past half court. That's a type of constraint. We're going to basically manipulate the constraints to shape their behavior. And then the last one's individual. You saw we got a 7'5" Trent Burns, 5'10" Aaron Rowe. both those guys can do different things on the court. We have to understand that as a coaching staff and put them in positions to be successful based on their individual constraints, you know, painting each guy with a different brush.
Makes sense. I'm going to write all this down. I appreciate it, man. We're super blessed to be out here today.
Appreciate you.
So I'm Ryan Sharbaugh. This is my 7th year with Coach Gates. Started with him at Cleveland State, but prior to that, I joined him at Florida State as a GA, I think back in like 2014. And so got to really understand that program at Florida State, Leonard Hamilton's defense and how everything kind of operated. So fast forward now, I joined Coach at Cleveland State. He wants that defense put in. So I'm now the defensive coordinator for Coach Gates.
Your defensive coordinator position here, from a day-to-day perspective, what does that kind of entail at this level SEC basketball?
Well, you have to understand where your players are. You have to understand what personnel you have. So a lot of what we've done this first month is evaluate what our guys are really capable of doing. Now our principles, our positioning, and then our mindset, our disposition, we're really big on that. So we're tough, physical, and disruptive.
That's super cool. So obviously with the transfer portal, things get a lot different than they have been in the past few years. You guys are returning, what, 7 players, I think?
Yeah, 7.
That's one of the most in the country.
Yeah.
We've been to schools where they have 2 guys left on the roster.
Yeah.
So how do you guys, as a program, making sure that you're able to retain the talent and continue to build on what you guys have?
It's a great question, and I can tell you it's relationships, but it's not as simple as that, right? The depth of it that Coach Gates has with the guys is really incredible. The depth of it that he has with moms and dads, the family, all of the support around the player, it just goes so much further than, oh, we got a good relationship, like, yeah, we hang out, we got some same interests or whatever.
From a defensive perspective, Coach, what would you say to that high school kid right now that's fighting for a spot to be on a team like this? What do they need to focus on? What gets them to that level?
There's a thing that we call EGBs, our energy generating behaviors. And those are things like loose balls, deflections, anything that'll drive the juice in our program, in our team, your ability to communicate at a really high level and just be nonstop talking. Just say what you do at all times. Point, communicate. Those are the type of things, especially from the defensive end of the floor, that can drive you and really make you stand out as a high school kid.
That makes sense. Go get some loose balls, guys. Stop trying to look all pretty over here on TikTok and YouTube. That's all I gotta say. Appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
After spending time with this team and learning everything there is about being a head coach, I realized that, yeah, maybe it's just best for me to keep telling stories here on YouTube, because the amount of detail, management, and interaction that goes into the everyday life of being a college basketball head coach, it's truly insane. But the way Coach Gates and the rest of the Missouri staff is able to handle all the pressure and put together a winning program while having this place still feel like a family, it's truly a special thing. Missouri basketball is building a community where everyone is heard and understood, but at the same time is willing to give it their all each and every day on the hardwood. The bond this guy has with his players is something only a true head coach can manage. So for old Coach All Hail here, I think 24 hours is enough for me, and I'll just stick to building elite AAU teams.
All right, we got some things we can work on here as a head coach. We've learned. That's what we're here for today. I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Gates, the rest of the Missouri staff for being literally the best. They were awesome. I had so much fun here. Thanks to the team for letting us come out. You guys better be on the lookout. This team, they got the All Hail speech, they got the All Hail touch now. It might be big time for Missouri this year. We're gonna come back. Let's say if this video gets 5K likes on this video, hit that button. We'll be back here for a game day. Maybe you can go check out the football stadium too. But this has been All Hail BBall. As always, you want to see your name on the screen right here in the next video? Go down, comment All Hail the Tigers, and you'll see your name in the next one. Until then, it's been real. Hit subscribe. Peace. Bye.